The Roman Empire, often regarded as one of the greatest civilizations in history, spanned over 500 years and covered vast territories across 3 continents. Founded in 27 BC by Augustus Caesar, the empire reached its peak in the 2nd century AD, encompassing around 20% of the world's population at the time. At its height, the Roman Empire had a population of over 50 million people, with Rome itself boasting a population of around 1 million inhabitants, making it the largest city in the ancient world. The empire's road network, spanning over 250,000 miles, facilitated trade, communication, and the movement of armies like never before. The Roman Empire had a formidable military machine, with an estimated 450,000 soldiers at its disposal, making it one of the most powerful military forces of its time. The empire's engineering marvels, such as the Colosseum, aqueducts, and roads, showcased their advanced architectural and construction techniques. The Romans were also pioneers in governance and law, with the development of a complex legal system that influenced many modern legal principles. The Roman Empire's rich cultural heritage, including literature, art, philosophy, and engineering, continues to inspire and influence the world to this day. Despite its eventual decline and fall, the legacy of the Roman Empire endures as a testament to human ingenuity, ambition, and achievement. The fall of the Roman Empire was influenced by a multitude of internal factors that gradually weakened the once mighty civilization. One key internal factor was political instability, which plagued the empire in its later years. The frequent change of emperors through assassination or civil war led to a lack of stability and continuity in leadership. In the span of 50 years during the 3rd century AD, there were over 25 emperors, highlighting the chaos and power struggles that gripped the empire. This constant turmoil at the top weakened the central authority and hindered effective governance. Another internal factor that contributed to the fall was economic decline. The empire faced financial challenges due to overspending on military campaigns, lavish public spectacles, and a bloated bureaucracy. The government's reliance on slave labor also stunted technological innovation and economic diversification, leading to stagnation in key industries. As a result, inflation soared and the value of Roman currency plummeted, causing economic instability and hardship for the population. Military challenges further exacerbated the internal strife within the empire. The Roman army, once a formidable force that conquered vast territories, began to face difficulties in recruitment, training, and discipline. Barbarian invasions from the north put immense pressure on the empire's borders, stretching the military's resources thin. The reliance on mercenaries and foreign soldiers also weakened the Roman army's loyalty and effectiveness in defending the empire. These internal military weaknesses made the empire vulnerable to external threats and conquest. Social factors also played a significant role in the decline of the Roman Empire. The widening gap between the rich and poor created social unrest and resentment among the lower classes. Land shortages, high taxes, and corruption within the ruling elite fueled discontent and rebellions across the empire. The decline of traditional Roman values, such as civic duty and patriotism, further eroded the social cohesion that had sustained the empire for centuries. The rise of Christianity as the dominant religion in the empire also brought about significant social changes. The spread of Christianity challenged traditional Roman beliefs and practices, leading to conflicts between the new religion and the established pagan institutions. These internal social divisions weakened the empire's unity and cohesion, making it more susceptible to external pressures. In conclusion, the internal factors that contributed to the fall of the Roman Empire were interconnected and mutually reinforcing. Political instability, economic decline, military challenges, and social unrest created a perfect storm that ultimately led to the downfall of one of the greatest empires in history. Political instability was a hallmark of the later years of the Roman Empire, with frequent changes in leadership contributing to a sense of uncertainty and unrest. The period known as the Crisis of the 3rd Century, from 235 to 284 AD, saw a staggering turnover of emperors, with over 20 rulers ascending to the throne during this tumultuous time. This era of political chaos was marked by assassination, usurpation, and civil war, as various factions vied for power and control. The rapid succession of emperors not only destabilized the central authority, but also weakened the empire's ability to govern effectively. The lack of continuity in leadership hindered long-term strategic planning and decision-making, exacerbating the empire's internal challenges. The political instability also created opportunities for ambitious military commanders to seize power, further fragmenting the empire and sowing discord among the ruling elite. One striking example of this political volatility was the Year of the Four Emperors in 69 AD, when four different men claimed the imperial title within a single year, leading to widespread conflict and bloodshed. The power struggles among competing factions within the Roman Senate and the military elite further fueled the atmosphere of uncertainty and distrust. As a result, the authority of the central government eroded, and regional governors and military commanders gained greater autonomy and influence in their respective territories. The breakdown of political institutions and norms weakened the foundations of Roman governance, hastening the empire's decline and eventual collapse. The legacy of political instability in the Roman Empire serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of internal division and power struggles within a state. The economic decline of the Roman Empire was characterized by a series of challenges that put immense strain on the empire's financial resources. One key factor contributing to this decline was the empire's reliance on slave labor, which hindered technological innovation and economic diversification. At its peak, it is estimated that slaves made up about 30 to 40% of the population in some parts of the empire. The reliance on slave labor not only suppressed wages for free workers, but also discouraged investment in labor-saving technologies. As a result, the Roman economy became stagnant and less competitive in the face of changing market dynamics. Another significant economic challenge was the empire's overspending on military campaigns and public spectacles. The cost of maintaining a vast army and funding ambitious building projects like the Colosseum drained the empire's coffers and led to unsustainable levels of debt. Inflation became rampant as the government continued to debase its currency by reducing the silver content in coins. By the 4th century AD, the Roman currency had lost much of its value, contributing to economic instability and hardship for the population. The economic decline of the Roman Empire is also reflected in the decline of trade and commerce. The disruption of trade routes due to barbarian invasions and internal unrest hindered economic growth and prosperity. The decline of urban centers and the shrinking of the middle class further exacerbated the economic challenges facing the empire. These economic woes, combined with political instability and social unrest, created a perfect storm that ultimately led to the downfall of one of the greatest empires in history. The Roman military, once the backbone of the empire's power and expansion, faced significant challenges that contributed to the empire's decline. One interesting aspect of the Roman military was its organizational structure. The Roman army was divided into legions, each consisting of around 5,000 soldiers. These legions were further subdivided into cohorts, centuries, and maniples, showcasing the meticulous attention to detail and discipline that characterized Roman military tactics. The Roman military was also known for its engineering prowess, as demonstrated by the construction of elaborate fortifications such as Hadrian's Wall in Britain and the Limes in Germania. These defensive barriers helped protect the empire's borders and deter foreign invasions. In terms of numbers, at its peak, the Roman army boasted around 450,000 soldiers, making it one of the largest and most formidable military forces of its time. The Roman military was highly trained and disciplined, with strict regulations governing everything from equipment maintenance to battlefield tactics. Roman soldiers were equipped with advanced weaponry such as the pilum, a javelin designed for maximum penetration, and the gladius, a short sword ideal for close combat. The Roman army's emphasis on discipline and training enabled them to achieve numerous military victories and conquer vast territories across Europe, Africa, and the Middle East. However, despite its early successes, the Roman military faced significant challenges in the later years of the empire. barbarian invasions from the north posed a constant threat to the empire's borders, putting immense pressure on the Roman army to defend its territories. The Huns, Visigoths, Vandals, and other barbarian tribes launched frequent raids and incursions into Roman territory, stretching the empire's military resources thin. The Roman army also struggled with recruitment and retention issues, as the empire's economic decline and social unrest made military service less appealing to potential recruits. The reliance on foreign mercenaries and the breakdown of traditional Roman military values further weakened the effectiveness of the army. The Battle of Adrianople in 386 AD was a turning point that highlighted the Roman army's vulnerabilities. The defeat of the Roman forces by the Visigoths marked the first time in centuries that a Roman army had been decisively defeated in battle. This event shook the empire to its core and signaled the beginning of the end for Roman military dominance. The military challenges facing the Roman Empire, from barbarian invasions to recruitment issues, played a crucial role in the empire's eventual decline and fall. External threats posed a significant challenge to the Roman Empire, testing its military strength and strategic capabilities. One of the most notable external threats came from the Germanic tribes, such as the Visigoths, Vandals, and Suebi, who launched incursions into Roman territory, sacking cities and disrupting trade routes. The Battle of Adrianople in 378 AD, where the Visigoths decisively defeated the Roman army, was a turning point that highlighted the vulnerability of the empire to external invasions. Another formidable external threat came from the Sasanian Empire in the east, a powerful Persian state that clashed with Rome in a series of wars over control of the lucrative trade routes in the Near East. The Sasanians, led by rulers like Shapur I and Shapur II, posed a formidable military challenge to the Roman Empire, engaging in conflicts that tested the limits of Roman military power. The Roman Empire also faced threats from nomadic tribes such as the Huns, who swept across the steppes of Central Asia and launched devastating raids into Roman territories. The Hunnic leader Attila, known as the Scourge of God, terrorized eastern and western Roman territories, demanding tribute and launching fierce military campaigns. The Roman Empire's struggles against these external threats were compounded by internal divisions and military challenges, weakening its ability to defend its borders effectively. Despite the Roman army's formidable reputation and strategic capabilities, the empire's resources were stretched thin by the constant pressure from external adversaries. The cumulative impact of these external threats, combined with internal weaknesses, contributed to the gradual decline and eventual fall of one of the greatest empires in history. Social factors played a significant role in the decline of the Roman Empire, reflecting the changing values and dynamics of Roman society. One interesting aspect of Roman social life was the concept of patronage, where wealthy elites, patrons, provided support and protection to lower-class individuals, clients, in exchange for loyalty and services. This system of reciprocal relationships helped maintain social order and cohesion within Roman communities. Another intriguing social factor was the role of women in Roman society. While women were traditionally expected to fulfill domestic roles, some women from elite families wielded significant influence and power behind the scenes. For example, prominent women like Livia Drusilla, the wife of Emperor Augustus, and Agrippina the Younger, the mother of Emperor Nero, played pivotal roles in shaping imperial policies and succession. Roman society was also marked by a rigid class structure, with distinct social hierarchies based on wealth, ancestry, and occupation. The senatorial class, composed of wealthy landowners and political elites, held the highest social status and wielded considerable influence in Roman politics. In contrast, the plebeians, comprising the common people, faced economic hardships and social inequalities that fueled discontent and social unrest. The spread of Christianity in the Roman Empire brought about significant social changes, challenging traditional Roman beliefs and practices. The rise of Christian communities and the persecution of Christians by Roman authorities created social divisions and conflicts that further weakened the social fabric of the empire. Religious changes in the Roman Empire had a profound impact on the social and cultural landscape of the time. One interesting aspect of these changes was the rise of Christianity as a major religious movement within the empire. By the end of the 4th century AD, Christianity had become the dominant religion in the Roman Empire, with estimates suggesting that around 10% of the population were adherents. This rapid spread of Christianity was fueled by a variety of factors, including the message of hope and salvation it offered to the disenfranchised and marginalized members of society. The martyrdom of early Christian saints and the growth of Christian communities in urban centers also played a significant role in the expansion of the faith. The Roman government's persecution of Christians, particularly under Emperor Nero and Diocletian, only served to strengthen the resolve of believers and attract more converts to the faith. The emergence of Christian theology and the establishment of ecclesiastical hierarchies further solidified the influence of Christianity within Roman society. Another religious change that affected the empire was the decline of traditional Roman polytheism and the rise of mystery cults and syncretic religious practices. These cults, such as the worship of Isis and Mithras, offered followers a more personal and intimate religious experience compared to the state-sanctioned Roman gods. The popularity of these mystery cults among soldiers and members of the lower classes challenged the authority of traditional Roman religious institutions and contributed to the diversification of religious beliefs within the empire. Overall, the religious changes in the Roman Empire reflected a broader societal shift towards monotheism, personal spirituality, and religious diversity that would have lasting implications for the empire's cultural identity and social cohesion. The fall of the Roman Empire serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of internal division and external threats. One interesting fact is that the Roman Empire spanned 3 continents and had a population of over 50 million people at its peak. The empire's road network, which stretched over 250,000 miles, facilitated trade and communication like never before. Another fascinating detail is that the Roman army, with around 450,000 soldiers, was one of the largest and most powerful military forces of its time. The Battle of Adrianople in 378 AD, where the Visigoths defeated the Roman army, marked a significant turning point in the empire's military history. By the 4th century AD, the Roman currency had lost much of its value due to inflation and debasement. The rise of Christianity as the dominant religion in the empire brought about profound social changes and challenges to traditional Roman beliefs. Interesting numbers include that Christianity had around 10% of the Roman population as adherents by the end of the 4th century AD. The spread of mystery cults and syncretic religious practices also diversified religious beliefs within the empire. The decline of traditional Roman polytheism and the rise of personalized religious experiences reflected a broader shift towards monotheism and spirituality. Overall, the lessons learned from the fall of the Roman Empire highlight the importance of effective governance, economic stability, military strength, and social cohesion in sustaining a civilization's power and longevity.